The disappearance of Jack and Lilly Sullivan is suspicious to say the least. 2 children vanish, no solid leads or confirmed sightings since the 1st of May. Police initially believed that they wandered into the woods and got lost. After hours and hours of searching, yielding no results, I feel that this case is taking a turn, with foul play becoming the more obvious theory. Police gave polygraph tests to a number of people, and won't comment if there are any persons of interest in the case, because they don't want to jeopardize it. A former police detective from Nova Scotia says he believes Jack and Lilly's case is now a criminal investigation. Jim Hoskins, a retired regional police officer and former major crimes staff sergeant who is not working on the case, says the actions from police and the agencies involved have led him to this conclusion. He said in his personal experience, he would be totally surprised if this is not a criminal investigation. I think many of us are of the same belief. This is a criminal investigation, but they don't want to make any announcements and scare off suspects. In order for charges to stick, they need a solid case. Police also revealed they've conducted interviews with 54 people and administered polygraph tests to some of the individuals. Jim said that if they are giving polygraph tests, then they want to determine if people's statements are truthful as far as they can interpret it from the polygraph. Hoskins says investigators will be going on the balance of probabilities and consider the fact that multiple searches of the heavily wooded area around the home have not turned up any evidence. If 2 little kids wandered into the woods, I definitely think there would be more signs. RCMP have said searches of the property where the children went missing have included every aspect of the home, grounds, outbuildings, nearby septic systems, wells, mine shafts and culverts.
If this is not a criminal investigation now, I'd be totally surprised.
It's been almost 6 weeks since Lilly and Jack Sullivan were first reported missing from their home in Lansdowne Station. On Wednesday, the RCMP in Nova Scotia said many RCMP units, including Major Crime, are involved in the investigation, along with the National Center for Missing Persons. Police say they formally interviewed 54 people in their search, and this former Halifax regional police officer doesn't take that lightly.
They're out there, and the only way they're going to see or get results in this is to be out there talking to people, looking at videos, looking at topography and what have you and so on. They're not in offices doing this by a laptop, let's put it that way.
In an update this week, the RCMP say they've collected hundreds of hours of video from areas surrounding Lansdowne Station between April 28th and May 2nd, when the kids went missing, and have received nearly 500 tips from the public. Police say they've searched every aspect of the family's home and received authorization to seize and examine devices.
They'll go on the balance of probabilities based on the area that we fully searched with a lot of people. We can't find any evidence, be it a backpack, a shoe, or whatever. We can't find the kids. If you can't find them, somebody has to say enough is enough right now for searching those areas. So now we move to where? There's only one other option, a nefarious take to this. In other words, a criminal type thing. That's only my personal opinion.
Police say they've used polygraph tests in some interviews. This former polygraph examiner south of the border says the test is used to monitor how a person's nervous system responds to certain questions.
If somebody is successful in the test, then not that they're being eliminated, but they'll spend more time on people that are not successful. Not passing the test doesn't mean you're guilty or you're involved. It simply means that there's some issue there, maybe some knowledge, guilty knowledge.
Moriello says he's seen people pass tests who were later proven guilty. More than 160 search and rescue volunteers have scoured through the densely wooded area surrounding the children's home, but only a small boot print was found. Police continue to refer to the case as a missing persons investigation.
They're covering it all, everything they can. And you only do that in depth when there's a criminal investigation with major crime on scene. They're not there just because they're major crime. They're there to do their major crime work.
Mitchell Bailey, Global